Imagine Japan, 1,000 years ago. A land ruled by samurai, swords, and honor. But hidden behind the walls of castles and war camps was a secret the world was never meant to know. Women trained in the art of war. Women who fought beside men. And some who were more feared than the greatest samurai. Today, we reveal the dark, hidden history of the Onna-Bugeisha, Japan's forgotten female samurai. And trust me, their story is more terrifying, more inspiring, and more shocking than you think. Long before the samurai you see in movies, Japan had another kind of warrior, the Onna-Bugeisha, women born into samurai families, trained from childhood to fight, defend, and kill if necessary. While men trained with the katana, women mastered the naginata, a long-bladed weapon that made them powerful in battle, especially against mounted warriors. For centuries, Japanese history tried to hide their existence. Why? Because a society built on strict gender roles didn't want the world to know that women were once feared on the battlefield. But the truth survived, through legends, through artifacts, and through blood. If Japan had a Wonder Woman, it was Tomoe Gozen. She appeared in the chronicles of the Genpei War, over 800 years ago, not as a servant, not as a wife, but as a general. Tomoe Gozen was described as beautiful, fearless, and unrivaled in battle. She could break enemy lines alone and decapitate fully armored warriors with a single strike. One legend says, when her commander Yoshinaka was surrounded by enemies, Tomoe did the unthinkable. She rode straight into a group of elite samurai, challenged their strongest warrior, killed him, and escaped with his head as a trophy. That was her goodbye gift. History books tried to erase her, but stories whispered by soldiers kept her alive. Most people think women stayed home. In samurai culture, that was not true. When men went to war, women guarded the home, the land, the children, and sometimes the entire clan. Castles in Japan had secret chambers where women trained with naginata, knives, and even archery. If enemies attacked the village, it was the women who fought first. They were the shield, and sometimes the final sword. They wore armor. They had ranks. Some even committed seppuku, the samurai death ritual, to die with honor rather than surrender. Jump forward to the 1800s, to the Boshin War, when Japan was changing forever. Here we meet Nakano Takeko, the last great Onna-Bugeisha. At only 21 years old, she led an all-female samurai unit called the Joshitai. Imagine it, a group of women running into battle, while bullets, cannons, and firestorm explosions filled the air. Men were terrified of them. The women fought so fiercely that enemy soldiers believed they were fighting supernatural beings. During one battle, Takeko was shot in the chest, but she didn't scream. She didn't fall. She continued fighting until her last breath. Before dying, she asked her sister to cut off her head, so the enemy could not take it as a trophy. Her grave still stands today, and every year, women leave flowers not just for Takeko, but for all forgotten female warriors of Japan. After the Meiji Restoration, Japan wanted to show the world it was modern. And in that modern society, women warriors did not fit the image. So textbooks changed. Records disappeared. The stories were rewritten. The samurai remained heroes. The female samurai became ghosts. Only in recent decades, through archaeological digs, weapons, and preserved diaries, did historians rediscover the truth. Women fought. Women led. Women defended Japan for centuries. Today, the naginata is still practiced in Japan, not by men, but mostly by women. A silent tribute to the warriors who came before them. The Onna-Bugeisha represent courage, strength, loyalty, and sacrifice. They were sisters, mothers, daughters, who carried the spirit of the samurai. Their legacy wasn't just written in history, it was written in blood.